Popstar Never Stop, Never Stopping is a new comedy written by and starring Andy Samberg, Jorma, Taccone, and Akiva Schaffer, better known as The Lonely Island. It was produced by comedy veteran Judd Apatow. Childhood friends Connor, Owen, and Lawrence found fame and fortune after forming the hip-hop group The Style Boys. Owen and Lawrence faded into the background when frontman Connor left the band to launch a successful solo career. Now the egotistical singer decides to film a documentary about his life while he's still up on top. When his second album flops, the camera is there to capture his world come crashing down. The entire movie is shot documentary style, so the whole thing kind of feels like something that you would see on E! Or maybe like an extended episode of Behind the Music on VH1. I don't know, I haven't had cable in like 6 years. Is that still a thing? I thought that the mockumentary aspect of it worked, rather than it just being a straight-up standard comedy. It spoofs every aspect of being a superstar, the highs, the lows, and everything in between. It really does highlight the absurdity of modern pop stars. The movie focuses on a pop rapper named Connor For Real. He rose to fame with his band The Style Boys that he formed along with two of his best friends. Fame and fortune went to his head, and he went solo, with former bandmates Owen becoming his DJ, and Lawrence hanging it up to become a farmer. When Connor's second album fails to hit big, he gets ever more extreme to try to stay relevant. Connor For Real's songs are over the top in their absurdity, and that's the joke. That being said, I'm sure if you're a fan of The Lonely Island, you'll really dig the soundtrack. I'm not hugely familiar with The Lonely Island, but I am aware of them from their songs I'm on a Boat and I Just Had Sex. Likewise, I haven't seen much of Andy Samberg. Maybe if I was a bigger fan of him, Lonely Island, or pop culture in general, I would have enjoyed the film even more than I did. The movie pokes fun at being a superstar and the crazy antics and stunts that they pull to try to stay relevant and in the spotlight. In fact, there's several references and mockeries of stuff that Justin Bieber has done over the last couple of years. The biggest laughs for me personally came from when they were doing a parody of TMZ, only because I thought it was so spot on from the few times that I've seen the actual show. There are more cameos in this movie than any in recent memory. Most people play themselves, but there are a few people that do play characters. The Weird Al Yankovic fan in me was delighted by his brief appearance on screen. Other cameos include Simon Cowell, Carrie Underwood, Pink, Mariah Carey, Ringo Starr, Snoop Dogg, and so many more. I just saw this movie in a theater that was about 3/4 full, and I would say that the audience was mainly 20-somethings. There weren't that many laugh-out-loud moments, but there was almost a constant chuckling throughout the entire movie. Not every gag is a hit, but like any pop star's output, you remember the ones that did hit, while instantly forgetting the filler. Some reviews that I've seen have mentioned that you do start to feel the length of the film, even though it is only an hour and a half. I didn't feel that way personally, but I am glad that the movie wasn't any longer than it was. Popstar is clearly rated R, and if you're easily offended, you might want to stay away from this one. Some people are calling Popstar this generation's Spinal Tap. I'm not going to go that far, but it is definitely in the same genre, and the comparisons are valid. I found myself enjoying this movie much more than I thought I would. Popstar Never Stop, Never Stopping gets a 3.5 out of 5. I probably would have given it a higher score if I was more in tune with pop culture as a whole, but even this square right here found it highly entertaining. Have you seen Popstar Never Stop, Never Stopping yet? If so, what did you think? Sound off in the comment section below. You guys, thank you so much for watching my videos. I greatly appreciate it. Be sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel here so you don't miss any of my content. Also, you can bookmark the website, jeffitosmovieblog.com. Like me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter. Links for all that stuff is down below in the description. I'll be back soon with more reviews, but until next time, I will see you at the movies. Bye-bye.